Welcome to the delicious world of the Tex-Mex inspired enchilada sauce. Let's run through the ingredients that we'll be using for this mouth-watering recipe. Our main components are 2 tablespoons of melted butter, which will add a rich, creamy base to our sauce, followed by 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil that gives it a glossy finish. Moving on to our spices, paprika being one of them. Along with it, we'll throw in chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and oregano. This spice mix will give the sauce that authentic Tex-Mex kick. Now, to balance out the heat, also use chicken broth, tomato paste, chicken bouillon, and a hint of sugar. And finally, to bring out the flavor of all our ingredients, we'll season it with salt. And that's the secret to a perfect homemade Tex-Mex inspired enchilada sauce. Add the butter and oil to a fry pan over medium-low heat. This is where the magic starts. If the pan is not heated evenly, you will not get the desired result. As the butter melts, a delightful aroma will fill your kitchen. It's an aroma that's rich and inviting, one that reminds you of your grandmother's cooking. Now you gently blend in the flour, creating a roux. The roux of our dish, and it needs to be done right. It's a simple mixture of fat and flour, but it requires your full attention. You have to stir it constantly, ensuring that it doesn't form lumps or get too brown. Gradually, you incorporate the herbs. The herbs add a layer of complexity and depth to the dish. They bring out the flavors that will make your dish stand out. From basil to oregano, each herb has a part to play in this symphony of flavors. Now, add the chicken broth. It's not just any broth, but a rich, flavorful one that's been simmering for hours. It adds a depth and richness to the dish that's hard to replicate. The chicken broth is the secret ingredient that ties everything together. The next step involves mixing the tomato paste and chicken bouillon. It's a surprising combination, but the tomato paste adds a tangy sweetness that balances the richness of the dish, while the chicken bouillon elevates the flavor of the chicken broth. You must adjust the broth to reach the preferred thickness. Not everyone likes their sauce the same way. Some prefer it thicker, others thin. You have to use your judgment and adjust the broth accordingly. Finally, you reduce the heat and let it simmer with the lid on. This allows the flavors to meld together, and it brings out the best in each ingredient. Every minute that passes enhances the flavor exponentially. You let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. It's a labor of love that's absolutely worth it. Process that requires patience, but the result is a dish that's incredibly flavorful, rich, and satisfying. Reduce heat and simmer with lid on for 20 to 30 minutes. This allows the flavors to merge and results in a delicious, hearty, and fulfilling dish. The aroma itself is mouth-watering, and the taste will leave you craving for more. But remember, good things take time, and patience will always be rewarded. You'll want to stir occasionally, as this critical step prevents an unsightly film from developing on your deliciously simmering sauce. You see, constant stirring ensures that the heat is evenly distributed throughout the sauce, thereby allowing all the ingredients to blend together seamlessly. Not only does this help in achieving a uniform temperature and consistency, but it also prevents the sauce from sticking to the bottom of the pan, which is a common problem when cooking sauces. Remember, every has its own rhythm and every stir its own dance. Our hands become the conductors, orchestrating each ingredient's role in the symphony of flavors. Cooking isn't just a mechanical task, it's an art, and this sauce, our canvas. Every stir, every moment we invest into this sauce, we are sculpting a taste that will transcend the ordinary. And there you have it, a feast of flavors, aromas, and love, all condensed into your delicious homemade enchilada sauce.